representative is Callie Saturday. Callie. Our 6th grade representative is Mickey Mitchum. Our 7th grade representative is Jared Armstrong. And our 8th grade representative is Tori Baird. Those are our students, and I would also like to also introduce Josh Samuels. He is our 5th grade teacher. He is the teacher that we have sent to Cincinnati? Connecticut. I don't know one of those C words. Okay. To Connecticut this summer to become a ham radio operator so we can have our own ham radio club. And he is working with all the students today, and we'll be working on the ham radio.
ISS KK4 KTJ. NA1 SS KK4 KTJ.
He's calling them using the school call sign from the studio.
NA1 SS KK4 KTJ.
NA1 SS is the call sign of the International Association.
NA1 SS KK4 KTJ. Calling my schedule. KK4 KTJ calling.
KK4 KTJ is the school. Club school radio club calls on the official identifier.
NA1 SS KK4 KTJ calling.
School radio.
SS KK4 KTJ calling. NA1 SS KK4 TJ calling. NA1 SS KK4 TJ calling. NA1 SS KK4 TJ. NA1 SS KK4 TJ. NA1 SS KK4 TJ. NA1 SS KK4 TJ. November Alpha 1 Sierra Sierra Kilo 4 Kilo Tango Juliet. I'll copy. November Alpha 1 Sierra Sierra Kilo 4 Kilo Tango Juliet. I'll copy.
Kilo 4 Kilo Tango Juliet. November Alpha 1 Sierra Sierra. Over.
November Alpha 1 Sierra Sierra KK4 KTJ. We copy you. I'll copy us.
I copy you a little bit late, but
here we go.
KK4 KTJ, this is Burnside Tech Charter School with Principal Dr. McGee and the Daytona Beach Ham Radio Club. Thank you for inviting us, and here we're going to go with the first question.
In the IEP for school, do you have a refrigerator over?
We do have a refrigerator, but our food is usually at room temperature, and then we prepare it. Sometimes we prepare with cold water and then put it in the refrigerator. Sometimes we want to make something hot, like soup, and put hot water in and then eat it hot. Over.
Hi, my name's Tristan. What do you miss the most about the Earth? Over.
Well, I really miss my dog, and today is his birthday. He's 11 years old. He's a little Jack Russell Terrier, and when I take him for a walk, I usually feel wind on my face or sand in my feet at the beach. And really, those things about the planet are what I really miss. Over.
Hi, I'm Flynn Sherman. What food do you miss the most while in space? Over.
Well, I'm up here because we don't have a lot of bread. When you have bread up here, it makes crumbs and then it gets everywhere because it floats around, even gets in your hair. So I miss pizza. I want to have pizza when I come home.
Hi, this is Carly. What is the brightest city you can see from space, and how do you know it's that city? Over.
Well, it's sort of difficult at times to know which city is which, but sometimes it's easiest when they're on the coast, by the ocean or a lake, so then you can see that that part is dark. But really, the brightest cities I've seen are over in the Middle East, because you can tell that people use different types of light, and over there it's very bright. Over.
This is Mila. What is one project you are working on now? Over.
Wow, well, we're doing a lot of experiments on ourselves to find out what happens to our bone density and our muscle mass up here, particularly in our legs, because we don't walk for the whole time, 4 months while we're up here. So for me, that's very interesting because it'll help us know what happens to people when they stay in space for a long time. Over.
This is Callie. How do you get oxygen on the ISS? Over.
Great question. Sometimes we get it shipped up when we have some visiting spacecraft, but we actually make oxygen by splitting water, H2O, into hydrogen, H, and oxygen, O, and that's how we get our oxygen. Over.
Hello, this is Mickey, and does being in space affect your metabolism? Are you hungrier or less hungry in space? Over.
Your question was, does being in space affect your metabolism? And yeah, we're trying to figure that out, and people typically lose weight up here because you're not very hungry, and also your body metabolizes food differently. For example, we don't need as much bone density, so some of the calcium comes out of our bones while we're up here. And so we're trying to learn about that. Over.
Hi, this is Jared Armstrong. When you were on a spacewalk, were you ever afraid? Over.
You know, we had a lot of things to do while out there, so I wasn't really afraid. But at the end of the spacewalk, you want to really make sure that you come in and don't forget your tools and make sure you don't get tangled up because you're getting to the end of your limit of carbon dioxide removal and oxygen. So that always makes me a little bit nervous. Over.
Hi, this is Tori. What do you have Robonaut 2 doing on the ISS now? Over.
Robonaut 2 has been doing all sorts of interesting things, actually. He has got what they call a busy board, where he can push buttons, activate switches, and last 2 weeks ago, I think we had him with wiping down a handrail with a tissue. Over.
How do you take a bath in space? Over.
So very interesting question. Luckily, it's not that dirty up here, so it'll get really dirty. Sometimes we get sweaty, though, because we work out, we run, or we bicycle, or lift weights. And so you take like a bath by putting warm soapy water on a washcloth and then rinsing it off. Washing your hair is even a little bit more difficult than that because it takes some time and you have to worry about the water going everywhere. Over.
Hi, this is Finn Sherman. I'm in the second grade. What do I need to learn so I could become an astronaut? Over.
Well, I think some of the things you need to learn are fun things like science and understanding a little bit about math. Those are the key elements of being an investigator, a scientist, an engineer, a veterinarian, a doctor. So those are the cornerstones, and then from there you can do anything you want to do. Over.
Hi, this is Carly. What planets can you see from the ISS? Over.
Carly, that's a very interesting question. You know, we're not that far. We're only about 250 miles or 400 kilometers above the Earth. So we're, relative to how far the stars are, we're not that much closer. So we see the planets and the stars sort of like you do. So when in the night sky you see Jupiter or Venus or Mars, we see the same. They're just very clear. Over.
This is Mila. What did you learn in space that surprised you? Over.
Wow, that's an interesting question. I think what surprised me was the things that we do subconsciously, like sleeping or eating. Sometimes it's a little bit more difficult in space. I opened a bag of peanuts and I lifted them above my head to make them fall in my mouth. And of course, space that's not going to work. They just blow it out. Unconscious that you do naturally with gravity are the things that are surprising. Over.
This is Callie. Do you ever get claustrophobic? And if so, what can you do about it? Over.
You know, I have never got claustrophobic. This spacecraft here has about, 10 modules, and so it takes about, 30 to 40 seconds to fly from one end to the other, so it's pretty big. Spacecraft that brought us up here, the Soyuz, is a little bit smaller, but we only spent a couple days in there coming up to the space station and about a half a day coming home, so, and you're very busy, so when you're busy, you don't seem like you get worried about that stuff. Over.
Hello, this is Mickey, and how do you recycle water to drink on the ISS? Over.
Was this a question about being hungry in space? Over.
How do you drink water? How do you recycle water to drink on the ISS? Over.
Water, very interesting question also. Well, we use normal water that we have up here, shipped up here, that we also can make condensate and even your urine. We can clean it through filters and bring it back into clean drinking water. Over.
This is Jared. We have our own ham radio club. When is the best time to make an unscheduled contact with the ISS? Over.
Oh, wow. Very cool. I'm glad you do. Congratulations. I think probably in the morning because we usually use Greenwich Mean Time, which means we wake up about 4 or 5 hours earlier than most people in the United States. And so probably in the morning is good for us, which is our afternoon. Over.
Hi, this is Tori. Do you think that mankind or families will ever be able to live in space? Over.
I think so for sure. Like I said, there's many things that we need to still find out about what happens to the human body, but I think people will definitely be able to live in space and travel in space in time. I talked about bones, so I worry about kids growing up and their bones being a little bit different from being in space, so we just have to work on that. Over.
This is Jared. Who or what inspired you to become an astronaut? Over.
Wow, probably the spirit of adventure and exploration. I think all of us have it. I was in the Navy, and there's a big Navy tradition of astronauts, and I heard about it.
ISS, KK4, KTJ, LOS, KK4, KTJ, thank you.